As you can imagine, construction sites are potentially very, very dangerous places for workers. They are typically in elevated positions, meaning they are above ground, sometimes hundreds of feet above ground. And one of the kind of typical construction accident cases is what's called a gravity-related case, meaning either the worker falls, meaning the worker may fall from a scaffold, may fall from a sidewalk bridge, may fall from a temporary ladder, may fall from a part of a building which is not completely finished. And these kinds of accidents typically result in very, very serious injuries, as you might imagine. Other kinds of gravity-related accidents are cases in which things fall upon workers. Simple things such as tools may be dropped by workers working on higher floors. Pieces of equipment may fall and strike workers. Sometimes in the course of construction or demolition, something is knocked down on a higher floor, and a piece of metal, a piece of concrete, a brick, something of that nature may come tumbling down and cause a very serious injury or death to a worker. The employer and general contractor, and actually the owner of the construction site, has an obligation to provide a safe place to work. That is the basic standard of care in New York. And New York construction accidents are governed by some very specific laws which are designed to protect workers. One of which is something commonly called the scaffold law, and that protects workers who are working on scaffolds or ladders, or again, those accidents which are what we call gravity-related accidents. There are other statutes which refer to specific construction-related rules that the state of New York has put in place to protect workers. For example, there are rules in the industrial code which provide that workers have to have safe access between floors of a construction site. There can't be things which are protruding, either below them or above them, where they might strike their head or be cut or somehow injured. There are innumerable specific rules that deal with construction sites. And these may deal with electricians, carpenters, masons, HVAC workers, all kinds of construction workers who are protected by these rules in the state of New York. And when they are injured, these laws are designed to protect them. They also may receive workers' compensation, but the workers' compensation does not really provide them with a full recovery or full compensation for their injuries. It provides them with medical treatment and a percentage of what they've lost in terms of their income. But if you can show that there were persons involved who are actually negligent, or persons who failed to provide proper protection, proper scaffolding, proper netting, or violated some of these specific rules in the state of New York, then a recovery can be had against the owner, against the general contractor, where we can recover the full value of what has been lost by that worker, meaning all of their lost income, lost Social Security benefits, medical care for the future, and also their pain and suffering, because some of these injuries are disabling and cause pain and suffering for life in these people. And they are workers who have devoted themselves to learning their trade, learning their craft. Now they can't work anymore. They go through life-changing problems emotionally, physically, and in every other way. So these are the problems that we have to deal with to get them a recovery which really compensates them for the full value of what they have lost.